ত্রয়োদশ জাতীয় সংসদ নির্বাচন ও গণভোটের সার্বিক প্রস্তুতিতে সন্তোষ প্রকাশ করেছেন ঢাকায় নিযুক্ত ইউরোপীয় ইউনিয়নের রাষ্ট্রদূত মাইকেল মিলার। আসন্ন ভোটে ইউরোপীয় ইউনিয়নের বড় একটি প্রতিনিধি দল পর্যবেক্ষণে থাকছে বলেও জানিয়েছেন তিনি। 2026 সালের ফেব্রুয়ারির প্রথমার্ধে ত্রয়োদশ সংসদ নির্বাচন ও গণভোট হওয়ার কথা রয়েছে। এর আগে ডিসেম্বরের দ্বিতীয় সপ্তাহে তফসিল ঘোষণা করা হবে বলে জানিয়েছেন প্রধান নির্বাচন কমিশনার। ভোটের প্রস্তুতি জানতে মঙ্গলবার সকালে রাজধানীর নির্বাচন ভবনে প্রধান নির্বাচন কমিশনার এএমএম নাসির উদ্দিনের সঙ্গে বৈঠক শেষে প্রতিক্রিয়া জানান মাইকেল মিলার।
We see that the preparations are well in hand for these elections. There will inevitably be challenges. You have a huge country with a huge population, and it is the first time for many of your citizens to go to the polls for a number of reasons. So there is a job now of civic voter education that has to be completed. That will imply popular debate, it will imply the government, it will imply the election commission going and telling your ordinary voters what it means to take part in an election, and perhaps with a little bit more complexity, what the referendum means, what it implies, because that will be a very exciting moment for this country. But we see these preparations well in hand. We see that there is a very significant consideration of the logistical challenges, also of potential security challenges. And what we are discussing with all of the Bangladeshi stakeholders involved in this vote is how do you mitigate the risks and how do you ensure that the elections are smooth and participatory. That's what we want to see. I think I mentioned the challenge will be that you have a generation of citizens who did not take part in previous polls, either because they rejected the polls themselves because they knew they would not be free and fair, or they feared that the act of voting would be accompanied by violence. So you have a whole generation of individuals, and maybe more, who have never cast their vote. That will be a challenge because people need to understand what they're doing. Logistically, on the day of the election, the day of the referendum itself, people will need to understand what they're doing before they turn up to vote, so that they will be able to vote on time. I just learned that there will be an extension of the voting time foreseen by the Election Commission, which I think is very wise, because you will have delays due to this political history of your country.